another episode of General Tax Education from Majestic Tax and Accounting Services LLC. How long should you keep your tax records? This is one of the most common questions taxpayers ask, and the answer depends on your situation. Today's video is general tax education based on official IRS publications. This is not personal tax advice, and rules can vary depending on individual circumstances. Let us walk through the IRS guidelines clearly and simply. According to IRS, most taxpayers should keep tax records for at least 3 years from the date the return was filed. This 3-year period is important because it is generally the time the IRS has to examine your return and propose changes. For many people, that means keeping copies of filed tax returns, W-2s and 1099s, receipts and statements that support income and deductions. When to keep records longer? Is there a situation? Yes, the IRS also explains that some situations require keeping records longer than 3 years. If you underreported income by more than 25%, the IRS generally has 6 years to review your return. In that case, records should be kept for at least 6 years. If you filed a fraudulent return or did not file a return at all, the IRS states there is no time limit. That means records should be kept indefinitely. If your own property such as real estate or significant investments, the IRS recommends keeping records for as long as you own the property and then at least 3 years after you sell it. These records help establish purchase price, improvements, depreciation, capital gain or losses. This documentation is critical if questions arise later. For small business owners and self-employed individuals, record retention is especially important. The IRS advises keeping business records that support your income, expenses, payroll and assets. These should generally be kept for at least 3 years and sometimes longer depending on the type of transaction. The IRS does allow electronic records as long as they are accurate, readable and accessible if required. Digital copies can be a safe option, but they must clearly support the information reported on the tax return. Keeping proper tax records is not about fear. It is about being prepared, protecting yourself and reducing stress if questions ever comes up. Good record keeping supports accuracy, compliance and peace of mind. Again, this video is general tax education based on IRS guidelines. It does not replace advice from a qualified tax professional who understands your full situation. If you have questions about your own tax records or if you would like help preparing your taxes accurately and in compliance with IRS rules, we are here to help. You can contact Majestic Tax and Accounting Services LLC on the number shown on the screen for professional tax preparation and support. We are committed to accuracy, education and service you can trust. Thank you for watching and we will see you in the next IRS based tax education video. Till then, have a wonderful day.